We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? You ready? 51, Mike, 51. Easy, opposite. You can't block me.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready? Yellow waiting. 57, come on. Watch the back, check.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. This will be fielded at the 17. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Monday.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Now a pass hauled in downfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. On the run, it's Barkley. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 22, Luck completes it to the fullback hand. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and goal from the 1.
That's 12. West.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
On play action, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On 1st down, Barkley. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Steelers,
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Locke. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Who that? 51, Mike. Mike 51. I'm here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. .46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and inches, Breeze. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8.
It's a gain of 5.
Kill.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun. It's Breeze. And he's got Snead. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Ready.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
53. Clock.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
11 feet.
After the interception, it's Love. Ebron with it over the middle. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Eric Ebron, 97 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Open man is Bourne. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Again, it's Breeze. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
11.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Snead's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 3.
Now Breeze. They'll go screen here to Hunt. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Good. Ready.
Now Breeze. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the 50, it's long. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Luck on first down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I've got to give it up for him right there. Stared down the barrel of the blitz. Acted as his own blitz control. Knew he would take the hit and dumped it off, and they pick up a first down.
That's what the safety valve's there for, right?
That's exactly what he's there for, although most quarterbacks will tell you, I wouldn't mind actually having him in to protect so I don't get hit as often, but sometimes you just have to step up and make a play.
31 yards there and a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Richard trying to run inside, but nothing there. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, Delta.
51. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Looking to throw on second down. Luck. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Monday. You draw Parker.
Check nickel.
Switch.
Out of the gun, Luck. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Breeze on third down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 39, Breeze. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dylan Cole, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Alert, alert. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Now Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's a 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck. Ebron caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Luck. He dumps it off to Barkley. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 9, check 9. Switch.
Topper.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Check 37.
40. Easy. Alert.
No. Off. Begin.
Watch twist.
This is Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On first down, Richard. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Check three.
80 weapons.
Check the backer.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On third down, Richard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jalen Richard, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Got the connection here to Bourne. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Jim. Whip. Watch the whip.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Breeze to throw again. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. Now, Breeze again. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Breeze now. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Breeze now to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Ready?
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Kill.
Second down and goal. Breeze. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
11.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
36.
Breeze going to go on fourth down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bengals will get the football back. And they take a knee. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in,